You had no game even though your father was a hunter? Well, worry no more. Simply follow this guide and you will be swimming in women. Hi there, it's Gironca here, and welcome to this week's episode of Chief's Chicks, where I will be talking about how to hit on girls in Mount and Blade Warband. Now some of you guys are going to be like, oh Chief, that's easy, it's all about the looks, right? And I have to admit, yes, looks are important. But what's even more important is your personality and who you are inside. So what I want you to do, I don't want you guys spending all of your points in athletics and wasting hours creating a perfect face that you think is pretty and appealing to the ladies. Instead, you're just gonna go with the generic one, maybe change the hair color a bit, and then you focus your points on persuasion, because that is what you need in order to woo the women. But yeah, once you've created your character, you're moving on. Now, as I said, looks are important, and you need to work on your physical appearance. Now, what a lot of guys would do, let's say you start in Praven, the Kingdom of Swadia, they would go to Praven, go into the arena, and work out for 2 hours to get a fit body, which definitely is a possibility. You will definitely look stronger afterwards, but unless you want to hang out with the Sword Sisters, you ain't gonna find many girls or many ladies especially hanging out in the arena. There's gonna be mostly guys, and that's not the goal here. The goal is to find the ladies and to get the ladies. So what I want you to do, obviously I don't want you to go to the castles and talk to the ladies unprepared. That's also wrong. So you definitely need to work on your physical appearance, but I want you to go to the marketplace, talk to the merchant, and sell your horse. There's 2 reasons. Now the first one is pretty obvious. You ain't gonna be the one riding, if you know what I mean. But the second one, I want you to sell your horse because you're gonna go out and about and look for the ladies in all the different towns and castles. And by doing that, by just walking around instead of riding, you're gonna get your workout done on the way. You don't have to spend extra time in the arena. You will just work out by jogging and running through the streets, cross country, and that's how you look fit. And you also get a nice tan because you're out the entire time. So that's how you're gonna do it. Plus, with the extra money, you can buy some nice clothing and all that. So yeah, that's definitely the plan. Now, that is the way you work on your physical appearance. But that's not enough to just talk to the women, because as I said, it's not all about the looks. So what you need to do, you need to get some way to approach a girl and talk to her. And that is usually called the pickup line. Now, these pickup lines, you can learn them in-game by these old dudes who hang out in the taverns because they apparently don't have anything else to do. It costs a lot of money to get to know these pickup lines, which is why I created a list to tell you exactly what these pickup lines are. Now, I have to tell you before that every girl reacts to them differently, you know? You can't just use the same phrase on every girl. They will notice that, and they won't like you for it. So what you need to do, you need to change it up a little bit, and I have actually made a list about, I think, 3 of my most favorite ones that I have experienced work very well. Now the first one, I'm just gonna read it out. Hey girl, are you a beaver? 'Cause damn. So as you see, I did here, beaver, cute things, and you just make them, yeah, you know, feel comfortable. And it's also play on words, so that's definitely a plus. However, you need to be careful with it. If her front teeth are sticking out, she might find this one offensive, so you should change to a different one. Maybe to the one next. Now this one is actually my favorite. Hey girl, are you sitting on my F5 key? Because that ass is refreshing. Now this one's a little more suggestive, but it has some power in it. So this is definitely number 1. It's probably my most favorite. However, it is kind of out of place. So out of time, actually. So if you want to use one that is more historical accurate, that is, you know, more in the medieval era, then I suggest the last one. And this one you have to like, because I made them up myself. Hey girl, Wanna hire my blade? Every sword needs a sheath. You see what I did there? Yeah, pretty good. Now those are the ones that I have experienced work well with the women, but there are some that don't really work. So you have to be careful about them. There's still some girls who like this, but you know, not many. So the first one is obviously very clear. It's bend over. Now that is, well, I think pretty rough, and it kind of displays that you are a person you should not want to be. There are some girls who like it, but I would suggest don't do it. Most people get offended, and they also should get offended because it is offensive. But there's another one that is probably not as offensive and just lame and kind of displays stupidity. And that's the phrase, "Do you come here often?" Now, seriously, dude, she read it. She said it in her first sentence. She's here for the feast. She doesn't come here often. Only if there's a feast. She doesn't live here. Learn to read, dumbass. But yeah, that's all the time I had for you today, guys. And I hope you enjoyed that. Hey everyone, it's Chief Gironca, and I hope you liked my little intro there. But now we're coming to the serious part of the video. A lot of you guys are interested in Mount and Blade Warband content, even though it's a rather old game, and I would very much like to do a series on this. Unfortunately, I am limited by my computer's graphics chip, so I can't really show the big battles and, you know, play the game at the same time. The video gets choppy otherwise, and that's just not good to watch, and that's very sad. But yeah, there's nothing I can do about it right now, but I'm looking for a new graphics card. So if any of you happen to know a website where I can find a graphics card that would work best for my system, by all means, please put a link to it in the comments below. I would be very grateful for your assistance in this matter. But yeah, if you are interested in Mount and Blade Warband content right now and you don't want to wait until I'm finished setting up my system or upgrading my system, then I have a few suggestions where you find very good content. Now, the first one is on Marcus Aurelius's channel. He's playing a submod or a mod that is called something blah 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 Mahayuth, and it's set in the Southeast Asia. So if you guys are more interested in historical accuracy, definitely check it out. And you will be singing Frigoberto de Valencia in no time, because it is catchy. However, if you guys are more into Dornish girls, I suggest you check out Burton's channel, because he's just started a new series in Mount and Blade Warband, playing the A World of Ice and Fire or Song of Ice and Fire mod for, well, I don't know how it's called, but it's the Game of Thrones theme, and he's playing that for Mount and Blade, and in his first episode, he's going on a mission to Dorne, so check it out. And last but not least, maybe actually the most important, check out Vucevic's channel, because he regularly, well, somewhat regularly, uploads some multiplayer Mount Blade, you know, on the High Money Siege server, where you just take castles or defend it against other humans. And it's very cool because you usually have other peoples on the Skype call with him. Often it's me, so that's a little self-promotion there. Unfortunately, I cannot put up a video from my perspective because, as I said, my graphics card cannot handle that. But yeah, that is all I had to say about that. And in case you're wondering, who's that girl in the thumbnail? Well, that is my girlfriend, so you cannot have her. Anyways, thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.